Meditation hour. I received some prophetic dreams last night that led me to a more way of speaking on some things that are arising in this era that may or may not put some spirits at ease. And once again, it's up to the individual whether they receive. So, as a whole, because we have to be whole within to overstand the whole outside of us, to see a certain perception outside of us. And I know my understanding of how some of our practices evolved over time. Because the fact that I honor my ancestors, not just the ones that look like me, but the other ones that are also within me, being multicultural with a Caribbean background and, that has lots of blends in there. So when I seek truth, I fast and pray on it and also research the art, the music, especially the art. There's lots of things you can see through art. Me as an artist, spiritual artist at that, have a deeper understanding over some things because what is within comes out in the artist. So on that note, we're going to begin with, when it comes to every culture, when it comes to spiritual God or things like that, we have the images of halos. And this is in almost every culture. Halos around the images of these beings. Some call them gods, some say rishas, some say it just depends. But there is also understanding that these energies or beings are part of us. As you awaken and become more empathetic, more of an empath, you don't have to go through necessarily what their stories were to know, to understand or feel, be empathetic, and have compassion for the story of what happened to the characters. This unlocking something in you so you could gain a more understanding, come to reach an enlightenment of a whole. So those people depicted in those photos or beings have halos. That means they were in the Christ consciousness or enlightened. That means have that knowledge and that compassion. That heart chakra is open and their actions will show it. Hence, in pictures of Yeshua or Jesus, the name was changed, but besides that fact, it's still the same point, the same energy. That heart chakra is open. Major compassion. Hence why people say compassion over Christ. A Christ. Because Christ is a title, a way of being, a state of being, an unlocking. And I feel with my understanding of all my studies and what I've learned from within, what Spirit has revealed to me, is that, as humans, there's a baby stage. And I think these teachers and schools and different religions were trying to help people get the understanding by teaching in a more child way, by giving images to these energies that are within all of us. Whether it's family members that went through it, bloodlines, their stories are always similar. You can relate to them. I think it got to a point where, or it gets to a point where it's changed, it's formed. And because we're in such a dense planet, our souls have to liberate. So they have to have different levels of liberation to reach that enlightenment and goal. And I feel some practices forgot this and just don't seek within. They search for liberation outside, and which was done on purpose because of certain time eras where there was world domination, which still goes on now. We can't put it to a Pacific culture because it was done in their, in northern cultures first. It was done north by not only Christianity, Constantine, but, Muslim too. Um, it's not the religion itself, it's not the religions themselves. It's more of a greed that sits with some. So you can't say it's tainted the whole thing. Truth is always there because how our bodies work. And, our teachers and scholars know how the human body works to reach enlightenment. Now, whether that teacher blocks you and takes it for themselves is a different story. And being on this planet and this level of our souls, you have to be grateful for that also, because it has to exist. God, Allah, Great Spirit, everything is one. Everything has a purpose and a meaning and a reason. And I feel, once you stop seeking within or stop seeking, and you get kind of stuck at a certain level of consciousness. There are 33 levels to get to Christ consciousness. Majority of those levels naturally happen here. Some people are born on a certain level, but lack a certain level. So it's kind of like a circle instead of like levels up. Kind of like how the medicine wheel works. So, a lot of people will have fear over what they don't understand. They have fear because of blockages that were placed there. But the key is to break through those blockages and to gain knowledge and to lack judgment. And that is something within itself that needs to be worked on. And we can start with ourselves. The less you judgmental of yourself, the less you be judgmental of others. The more you know about yourself, the more you know about others. So when you read a story or a prophecy or things like that, you want to get in it. You want to feel it. Therefore, unlocking something in you. I feel that it's not that people purposely mislead. Usually the ones that purposely mislead, it's by force. And there are certain rituals that took place by force, and blood that was shed by force. And there is certain rituals that take place nowadays that people unknowingly know is rituals of Romans that actually did a ritual to suppress your healer, to stop the Christ consciousness, therefore making it antichrist, hidden within Christ. So that was dawned on me. I just woke up, hence my voice. But it came as visuals and very clearly. Put your spirits at ease. Seek. Feel. If you feel fear, know that it's something you need to work on. If you're being judgmental, know that there's something that you need to work on and you're probably close to a truth. Love you all. Blessings and blessings upon our crowns. We are in the Age of Aquarius and we are here to witness blessings.